I have the privilege to be here at the CES 210 with Eric Kingdon, the European guru for Sony. Eric, it's a pleasure to see you again. I think 3D is the thing, obviously here. The technology works, but I think our readers and viewers are asking a lot of fundamental questions. Do you have to have glasses? What kind of glasses?
Yeah, I was going to say, I better take these off.
Is it HDMI 1.3? Will it work? Is it 1.4?
Yeah, sure.
What's the content? When is it going to come? Maybe you can take and address a couple of those issues for us.
Sure, no problem. Well, just let me take the glasses off. I actually look quite cool. I think I'm going to just have a pair of these to wear normally. Well, yes, you do need glasses. And these are what we call a kind of active shutter glass system. So basically the lenses in the glasses are switched according to signals that the television sends out. Now if you want to go for 3D, then the way to do it is you will need a new TV. And the TVs have built inside them a transmitter, or they have the option to add a little transmitter which sends the kind of synchronization signals to these glasses, which controls them to allow you to see the correct frames displayed on the television in the right order for your brain to create that 3D effect. And these, for instance, these glasses, I mean, we're even showing on the stand here some color variations, and there are many different style variations.
It's going to be an open market for new designers.
Well, yeah, I reckon so. You know, maybe we should go into business with glasses.
I think our Italian friends are working on that quite well.
Yeah, these are pretty cool. And these have little rechargeable batteries, so very convenient to wear. And actually, this cable is just for security because we didn't want to lose them. No, exactly. So that's the principle of how the television.
So my television, I've got to change it. My Blu-ray player, I've got to change it as well.
That's right. Yeah, you'll need to buy a new Blu-ray player, and you'll need to get yourself a new TV. But the thing is, what we're talking about here is an evolution, because the great thing about the 3D technology that Blu-ray provides, and this is only one part of the 3D jigsaw, because, you know, broadcasting, I mean, take Sky for instance, they've already done transmissions in 3D. And there are companies at the show here that are actually showing broadcasting, internal broadcasting with 3D content. I've even seen a camera, a still camera, which is able to show 3D pictures. So 3D is going to come into lots of different things, gaming as well. I mean, you know, there's a market that's just dying to get their hands on this kind of technology and completely immerse themselves in the gaming action. But when it comes to using your Blu-ray player, well, your Blu-ray player will play all the Blu-ray discs you've currently got. You know, it's not a question of...
I don't have to throw out the Blu-ray.
No, we don't. No, you don't do that. And you don't need to buy... you don't need to double up, because if the studio wants to do it, they can make a Blu-ray disc that contains the 3D disc, the 3D information, and the 2D information in the one disc. So when you go out and buy that disc, if you put it in a 2D player, it will play 2D. If you put it in a 3D player, it will play 3D. And similarly, of course, the television is a superb renderer of 2D information or 3D. And we've got another technology which is really quite neat, because if you're watching 2D on one of these TVs, then what it can do at the touch of a button is it can create a 3D effect from a 2D signal. So it gives you the potential to make the maximum from the investment that you've made.
So for our readers, if you have a 3D TV, you're going to be able to recreate from a 2D support for your 2D content that you got sort of a 3D, but it's not exactly 3D, it's not pure 3D. So what's the difference really?
Well, the difference is that if you want the ultimate 3D experience, you need to master the material as such, like that. And that's where Blu-ray comes into its own, because the important thing about Blu-ray 3D is that Blu-ray delivers a full HD experience per eye. There's no loss of resolution when you move to 3D. There's no drop in that kind of quality of resolution that you've come to expect from a 3D disc. So it's all systems ahead, because you can buy a player, you can enjoy 2D or 3D content on the display or via your player itself, and you could buy the disc, and if the disc contains both information, hey, no problem. You can start building up your 3D library from the word go.
And the stage, the visual, the images with the real 3D, it goes sort of towards you, and with the recreated 3D, the image sort of goes into the screen. Is that sort of the difference?
I think the difference is that the original 3D content is the complete, total, best experience. The other technology means that you can start to approach 3D and have a new experience from your current material. And that technology will give you a bit of added dimension, more excitement and more involvement. You just need to check it out. But everybody that has done it is sold. And you know, these glasses, they are pretty neat. They look good on you, Bob.
I think another question that people out there are asking, there's a little bit of confusion. Some people say that HDMI 1.3 cable is sufficient if it's a good quality to transmit the new technology.
Sure.
I think, or do you actually need an HDMI 1.4? Maybe you can address that issue and put that problem to bed.
Okay, thanks for raising that, because there's been quite a lot of questions I've received about this whole issue of HDMI. Now, the reality is that if you want to get 3D, then your television needs to be HDMI 1.4 equipped, and your Blu-ray player needs to be HDMI 1.4 equipped. That's a fact. The interconnecting cable that you use between them, well, we recommend always that you pick a good one, because like anything, cables vary in quality. But if you buy a good quality HDMI lead, you're fine. But fact of the matter is, our televisions, our Blu-ray players, the 3D models, they come with HDMI 1.4. So you don't need to worry about the issue. If you're buying a 3D Sony product, then it's ready.
And the PS3.
And PS3. Well, I thought, I said, why am I not surprised you're going to ask me about that? Well, there it is, one of the best games consoles ever.
Yeah.
Well, it is, in my opinion. Yeah, we are committed, and we are very, very, shall I put it this way, we're working extremely hard on developing a firmware update that will take PS3 from its current PS3 Slim, from its current 2D world into 3D. That's a priority for us, and we're working really hard on that.
You've got solutions.
We're going to have solutions. I can promise you that.
Okay. We can just go back to the content. I think that, okay, they'll be on Blu-ray, but the big thing is programs. People are going to watch TV programs. There's some talk about the World Cup here in the U.S., DirecTV, ESPN doing the sports network in 3D.
Yeah, sure.
If you can give us a look into your crystal ball and say, when do you think that's going to start to work? Sky's working on it, you're saying before?
Well, yeah, Sky. I mean, Sky are a great company. They're very, very forward-thinking in terms of technology and development. And you know, some of the guys there, they're real 3D fans. So I would, hope that companies like that will get more involved with 3D, and we'll see more content coming. But if you look at Hollywood itself, I mean, all of the studios that I've come across are very, very behind 3D. You know, you only have to look at the blockbuster of the year at the moment, Avatar.
Well, the profitability down there has been absolutely fabulous. $1 billion in 3 weeks.
It's just been incredible. But I mean, that movie on its own has done an incredible job of putting 3D into the public's eyes, and people have voted for 3D in the movie sense of the word, by tickets. They've bought tickets and they've gone to see the movies. And you know, other studios, there's a lot that's coming. I can't tell you right now, but it's worth waiting for.
Well, we'll be doing a follow-up in a couple
I
months.
hope so. It'll
Eric,
be cool.
It's been a pleasure as ever. Thank
Always.
you very, very much. And we're
You're
looking
welcome.
forward to following up on this in the coming months.
Well, I'm just going to go back to the movie.
Let's go watch.
Right. Oh.